You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building. Herbo and producer Southside. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Yo.
So
I just left Herbo out in Houston.
What's up, man? Yeah. You
Just
know,
left you out there for
I
trade
just
day.
seen you like a couple days ago. I just seen Angela like 2 days ago.
You ain't see Charlamagne.
I ain't seen Charlamagne. Charlamagne be in the cut, man. Don't nobody ever see Charlamagne, man.
Never.
Well, don't worry. This is a completely different interview than the one we did.
Why's the album called Swervo?
The album is called Swervo. My homie Wap, he outside right now. He named me Swervo because when I was young, like I like cars, so I used to always crash them though. Like I used to get so,
Bad driver?
Nah, I know how to drive. I used to get so high. I just used to crash and hit fire hydrants, all kind of shit. Like I used to really get out of jams. Like I could have been in life-threatening situations, but I know how to drive, so that's how I like never really hurt myself. But I used to crash a lot.
So you was running from police or just randomly driving?
Shit like that too. Yeah, I crashed my first time. I was running from the police. Crashed hit a fire hydrant. I was like 14. I don't know. I learned how to drive now. I don't be crashing.
You jumped out and ran when you hit the hydrant?
Yeah, I ran.
Oh, yeah, he was
Hell
14.
yeah, I
He had no
jumped out and
license.
ran. Hell yeah, you right. I got caught, but I jumped out.
Oh, they
and
caught
ran.
you?
Yeah, I
That's
got
right.
caught.
Now, earlier this year, you got arrested for some guns and stuff. Is that case still pending?
Yeah, it's still pending. I ain't really able to talk about it, but yeah, it's still open right now.
High security, man.
Oh yeah, I got security, man. I do, but
He can't talk about
so
it.
you need double security sometimes.
Nah, I feel you. I remember one time we had a conversation and you was just explaining the mentality of Chicago, and it made so much sense because even like the good people there,
Yeah, the good people
got to
exactly.
protect themselves.
Yeah, I be having to stress that a lot because you know what I'm saying. Like,
Now, Southside, for you and G Herbo working together, what made you say, okay, we're going to do a whole album?
it's been my little brother for a long time, since 2013. I made Rollin', I made one of his first hits, I made it for him. You feel me? We just always had that chemistry, like this really my brother. Can have my last, everything. Really, really my brother.
So you don't give him the rate you give everybody else.
He ain't even got a rate.
That's real.
Yeah.
It's a joint project. We in
Joint
this together.
project, he don't even got a rate. Yeah.
How does this differ from Humble Beast?
it's different because for a lot of reasons. For one, Humble Beast, I feel like was just like an introduction to me and who I was to the world and people who didn't know me, and still like something for my fans to appreciate too. But Swervo, like, and I am all like at heart, I'm a humble dude, you know. But Swervo, this album it mean more because it's me being able to really enjoy everything I worked hard for. You know what I'm saying? Like talking about what my fans like. I'm a humble dude. My fans want me to talk about what cars I'm buying and how much money I'm spending on jewelry and houses and clothes and all that. You know, so that's what Swervo is. It's kind of like my alter ego. And another reason why I feel like it's different from Humble Beast is because just being with Southside and the chemistry we got over the years, I know I become much of a better artist even since I dropped Humble Beast, and it ain't even been a full year. Like, it's real. I could see the process and stages I went to from me writing all my music to learning how to freestyle with him, you know what I'm saying? Like, really freestyle off the top in the studio without writing, because I ain't writing not one song on the whole album, you know, so.
What's the benefit of that, though? I always hear people say that, like, go in the studio and freestyle. Like, why not? What's the benefit of that over writing something out?
You able to challenge yourself as an artist to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to really, I think,
You read when you write.
I'm able to start reaching my full potential, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like, I can write, don't get me wrong, but I'm wasting hours and in this time in the studio just writing when I could be recording, landing, still my thoughts is gonna come to my head first before it go to the phone anyway.
Same thing.
So,
Someone was telling me it feels more natural when you do
it
it
feel
that
more
way
natural.
Instead of writing it.
You just whatever you think of, you say it. You can hear yourself saying it, and then if it don't come out right, you can replace it and just keep on building. You know, so I learned how to do that with him.
How many songs did y'all do together before you narrowed it down to 14?
It's probably we got Swervo 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, we
5.
probably got like
Yeah.
got like
That many.
60 songs.
Yeah.
Seems like people are surprised, like with Swervo. That's the single, I guess, the single that the label picked.
Yeah.
That it's on radio so much. When I play it in the morning, they're like, "Yo, you playing this?" Like they look at you as such an underground artist, and they're artists that it's almost surprising that we're playing you on radio.
Yeah, and the thing, like, that's why I feel like just the way I've been, like, my career been going over the years is unique because I still been able, without like having a hit record or being on Billboard or none of these mainstream things that you really get with going to a label, because I'm still independent, you know what I'm saying? I'm just really, I got a partnership with Epic, you know what I'm saying? It's Sony, the Orchard, through, you know, just a partnership with label service and stuff like that. I'm still independent artist, you know, so, I mean.
Explain that to the kids when you finish.
All right, yeah, when I'm finished, I got you. But like, I just feel like when you, then what's up?
You're talking about the fact that the record's on radio.
Oh yeah, the fact that the record on radio, and people just look at me as such an underground artist, because the way the industry set up now, like, it's so many mainstream artists that's getting hits, like everybody going platinum. I ain't even went gold yet. Like, none of my songs.
None of your records went gold?
Nothing went gold
Really?
yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been going up off of, you know, really being on top of my business, you know what I'm saying, and knowing what generate what and how I can be at a partnership with Epic, you know what I'm saying, and really without, and I still own my masters and all that, because I'm strategic. It's on paper. You can see the facts of what I'm doing and how we doing it, you know what I'm saying? So when people like, oh yeah, it's people who rooting for me like, oh yeah, you finally here, but it's people like, how did he get here? He
that
ain't got no
surprised
gold
you?
record. He ain't on Billboard.
Because I would have thought that you went gold or platinum. Just,
Nah,
I mean, we
never.
out in trade day, and I see you a bunch around. I'm in the club with you, and just the way that they react and they know every word.
Yeah.
I just assumed, I was like, oh, he didn't win.
Off
And you
screens,
done put out
at
so
least.
much, and you
Yeah.
done put out so much music
Yeah.
over the years.
A lot of music. That's like, I got a nice catalog, and I just got a real diehard fan base, you know what I'm saying? And I've been just everything organically, even if I get better a little bit, like get better at shows. Like, over the past probably year and a half, I seen myself go from 10 to now I'm at like 40,000 a show, you know, so everything just going up.
How can you be independent and still sign to Epic or still a partnership with Epic?
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna touch on that. Like, just over the years, and I could thank my partner for that. He over there in the corner, JB, just really showing me the game, you know, and just teaching me the ins and outs of really knowing how to stick to my budgets, you know, and knowing what I gotta spend this alone solely. I gotta make this a month to spend solely on taking care of me and my family, you know what I'm saying? So if that's 10,000, 20,000, 50, whatever, and then I'm generating this off tour and this off streams and this off merch, and I gotta pay for this just off this my budgets that the label gonna give me anyway, you know what I'm saying? Even if I sign a deal and they give me an advance or whatever the case may be, these my budgets for this. So we really paying this out of my pocket. Like, for Humble Beats, I spent $80,000 of my own money out my pocket to pay for my billboards, you know what I'm saying, without a label. So when you go into a label and doing that, because it's still a partnership regardless, you know, it's gonna be a partnership whether they sign you or own your masters. Anyway, it's just gonna be how much you giving up. What can we do for you versus how you can help me. So once you seeing that, and it's we both helping each other, it's nothing but a partnership. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe you nothing, you don't owe me nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it different for you now that people are so invested in your relationship? Like, to have a public relationship where things happen and people are like, oh, do you hear about, you got to make sure you do this. And everybody like comments on every little thing.
Yeah, that too. But that's why, like, I've been with my same team that I'm working with right now since I was 16 years old. Like, nothing's really changed in the core of my team besides like little tweaks here. We need, like, because the thing with us, we don't have a problem with paying people. Everybody's supposed to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody should have the same aligned goals. So if everybody goes to see me win, everybody could be working hard or twice as hard at generating more money. So if we don't know how to do something, like if we need something done or we know this is your specialty, we gonna come out and reach out to you and just gonna pay you to do what we need you to get done the same way a label would do or regardless, you know what I'm saying? So that's why when people do chime in and say, yeah, do it this way, do it that way, I don't really like pay too much attention to it, because we already got some. If we don't know how to do it, we gonna hire the best person that know how to do it to just get it done. You know what I'm saying? And then when we generate, we could all eat together. We could pay you up front, however you want to get it done.
It's funny that you're still so young, but the music business has changed so much from when you first came out.
Yeah,
even.
a lot.
Well, who
Like,
keeps your waves flourishing?
oh, me, man. You know, I take care of my waves
You
myself.
the do-rag and all that?
Yeah, everything. just took the do-rag off my barber on the way out here now, man. I've been woofing for like
He
a
said
month
that
and a
was
half,
hate
you know.
too.
I didn't hate, just no hate.
That shit over here ain't got
Hey,
no-
man, no, man. I fuck with you, man. I fuck with you, Charlamagne,
man,
man. You know what I'm
Charlamagne,
saying?
just start back here. Start back here.
I can have a little wave in me, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that no more, but they hate.
I'm glad to see all my hard work paying off, man.
You got a hardwood brush?
Yeah, I got two brushes. I got a brush just for washing my hair. I got a brush
I ain't
for
know that.
when I brush my hair. I got a different
He
brush.
said I didn't know
You
that.
gotta have a hard one and a medium brush.
Word.
And
That
a
man only
soft
got a
brush
brush
for
for
when
his
you just
eyebrows.
want to
Oh yeah,
hit
he
the
real.
edges real
He
quick.
real. He
man.
real with this.
Yeah.
You know?
At least you ain't had to go to jail to get him.
Oh no, man, that was the worst part. I couldn't have my do-rag on, man. I was bad as hell. In that.
Well, congrats on your little chunky baby
Thank
too.
you so much. Thank you, man. That's crazy. Like in that little bit of time, how a baby could just change you.
But you got a girl or boy?
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did it change you so far?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more consistent. Like I've been saying, I could find more hours in a day now since I had my son. Like I could be more productive. Either I'm in the studio or at home. Like if the vibes ain't right in the studio, I'm at home. The vibes ain't right at home, I'm in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I anytime, like if I could get 2-3 hours out there, cause I'm busy, I gotta be grinding. And I was on the road back doing shows when my son was 2 weeks. So anytime I could just go home and be with him, like I was supposed to be here doing press. I had press in Chicago, it got canceled. I flew home just to go see my son for a couple hours. Like I know how I used to be back then. I was everywhere. Like wherever I end up, that's what I'm gonna make the best of. But now I'm really like
Trying to get home.
yeah, like I could really find more hours in a day now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm up 3 in the morning changing diapers, getting bottles, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Like I'm doing the whole 9, you know, like it made me more, like, I guess, consistent.
Gotcha.
Your partners got kids? Southside, you got kids?
I got 5 kids.
man.
God
That's super
damn.
dad right here.
Okay, you ain't
Super
playing.
dad.
You talking to
Yeah.
super dad.
Too hot for condoms in Chicago sometimes?
I'm from Atlanta.
He's from
Oh, Atlanta, my
yeah.
bad.
He got 2 on his
Oh, so you
arm, 1 on
definitely
his
out in
neck.
Atlanta.
Yeah. Now I've been having babies since I was young.
So the conversations between y'all change now then. Y'all might even vibe different with music.
Yeah, like, yeah, and we do. And then he,
Oh yeah. I be
like,
on it back.
I
Like,
can't
hey,
really,
boy.
I know I probably, because everybody make mistakes, I know if I was to make any mistake in fatherhood, he not going to let me make the same ones he made in the past. You know, like we had conversations. He like, nah, I'll do this. Or my girl, man, she tripping because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's regular, little bro. You going to go through that. You feel me? So,
Oh, that's nice that you got somebody that could walk you through it.
Yeah.
How many
Coach
baby
me.
mamas you got Southside?
3.
3.
Yeah, you know, he telling me everything. He telling
went
me,
through all the
He telling me what she can't eat when she pregnant and everything.
I can't believe you still got a hairline.
I'm so jealous of everybody's hair today.
I mean, you know I rock a body too. I just got hair right now. I don't feel
Yeah,
bad.
man, you know,
Yeah.
big bro be rocking his ball.
Johnny about to
I'm
come in
on
here
your
with a hair.
team. So I don't even feel like
I'm
that.
going to get my hair bald today.
Yeah.
My hairline right here, right now.
Everybody
Like,
should
Shit be clean though. That's why I be telling my assistant, man, like, you know, if you gonna have a ball, your shit gotta be clean. Like your shit
Word
be
up.
clean. You can see your
Gotta
ball
have a
head.
Charlie.
You can't
Yeah,
have none of the stubby shit,
No,
none of
man.
that.
Oh,
you
You know
gotta
what I'm
wear a
saying?
hat.
You see,
No.
that's why you got the Tacma hat on right now, because this shit ain't looking right on the
The
camera.
worst is when guys that his hair's messed up and they have a bad hairline and they got to go somewhere where they got to take their hat off.
Yeah,
No.
They be like, man, forget it. I'm
the
not
worst
going
when
in
you
that
ain't got no
restaurant.
haircut and you get arrested and you got to do a mugshot. And your hair, you got to receive hairline. That shit look crazy.
Then all your guys putting your shit on the internet, like, free my man. Your shit fucked up all the way back here.
How did you feel about 6ix9ine calling himself the king of Chicago?
Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't think nothing about that. You know what's funny? You know what's crazy? I was in a club with 6ix9ine
Last
last
night,
night.
right?
We was at Starless last night.
Did y'all speak?
Nah, he like we walked past each other. We made eye contact a little bit, but we ain't really speak. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
and
don't
you don't need to be in
anticipate
the middle
that
of
type
no
of shit.
ish
Yeah,
right
I ain't
now.
in no beef. I got too much good shit going on in my life right now to really be paying attention to that kind of shit.
You got the Bel Air deal.
I don't care who say they're the king of Chicago shit. I don't even want to be in Chicago right now. I'm finna get up out of Chicago. I'm trying to be the king of the world shit.
There
I
we
keep
go.
hearing that like people say, yo, to make it, if you from Chicago, to really make it, you got to get out of Chicago.
No, you gotta get out, and that's pretty much anywhere, but especially Chicago. I know, like I feel, I can't be bigger, any bigger than I am right now. I can't get bigger than that in Chicago.
Really?
Nah, I don't feel like
Why
I
is
could.
there too much hate in the city? Or?
Too much hate, and it's just I can't really. You can't be productive. You know what I'm saying? You can't really go to the studio. You gotta think like, oh man, anything could happen in this situation. Anything could happen in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, it's for me to not be able to go through that. I just gotta get out of Chicago and think. When I'm in Chicago, I can't think clear. I can't really work clear. I'm only thinking about family and just
Surviving.
surviving. That's it.
Damn.
Where would you want to move to?
Yeah,
That's
where
how
would
you
you
act too.
Yeah, that's exact. If I move, I'll go. Atlanta too. That's like Chicago.
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
Chicago.
Like, it's the same thing.
Same
Atlanta,
thing.
Chicago, the same
York.
way.
Yeah, but all the artists still in Chicago though. I mean Atlanta. Like,
Who?
there's no
Yeah.
Atlanta artists living in
Man,
Atlanta.
they dipping and
They
dodging
get
up
in and out of there. They
man.
come
Oh,
through
that
for a
one-
I'm
second.
the real Atlanta.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
I'm with Big Bro.
But
I'll
people
go to
come to you
Atlanta
and work
where
all
he
the
go.
time.
But I ain't gonna lie. Honestly,
cool. You go to
the
the
way I be
studio,
moving, like
you know?
I fuck around, just follow him wherever he move to, man. When he go to Miami, I go out
I
there.
just moved to Miami.
LA,
I just live
so
everywhere.
I'll probably get a crib in Miami, or I don't know. Like I was gonna go to LA, but I'm working with him, so I might as well just stay
That's
close
crazy.
to where he at.
I really thought Atlanta artists were still living in Atlanta.
Some of
Some
them
of them, yeah.
Yeah, some of 'em.
Atlanta, Atlanta's still fun, and it's still
Yeah.
like that's
I don't
where the
work-
industry
I don't
at.
work
The
when I
industry
go
is in
home.
Atlanta, so of course, like the artists
Ain't
that's
no
in
work
Atlanta
going on when I
be
go
there
home.
more frequently.
Right?
No, ain't no
If
work. I'm out
You out all the
everywhere.
time. That's-
Pulling up
Atlanta's-
everywhere.
There's always something to do in Atlanta, all the time.
All the time.
But I feel like that about Miami. There's always something to do.
I love it down there too.
Yeah, it's fun. Like
Where
Miami
you
is.
work at?
Well,
I
we
work in
work
Miami.
in the studio. Like we be in the studio all night in
All
Miami.
night.
We'll do that in Atlanta too, but it's like it's different. It's
Mm-hmm.
different because I'm in Atlanta a lot too. Like when he there, then it's home for him. So he got to do the same thing in Atlanta that I got to do in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? So
So where the vibe come from? Because Atlanta got like a distinct sound. Like, and y'all been shaping the music industry for at least the past 20 years. So how do y'all get that wave if you're not there?
Shit come from me and Metro.
yeah,
That's it.
you don't got to be there. Being there, you don't got.
That's
you know
it.
what
We
I'm saying?
made
Like,
that
they
sound.
there.
It's gonna travel with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Now,
You
for
know
G
what I'm
Herbo,
saying?
you and Chance the Rapper feel quite a responsibility for Chicago.
Yeah.
So let's talk about some things you have going on in the city.
I was just talking about Chance the other day, but Chance, like, you gotta tilt your hat to him. I just actually had a show. I was supposed to have a show in Chicago where I was giving away like $15,000 to Chance organization for mental health, and not just mental health, but like post-traumatic stress disorder for people who really like firsthand seen people die, or you know what I'm saying, like,
crazy.
because in real life, and they give veterans in the army therapy, all that, and they seen probably one murder, two people get killed. We seen 12, 15, you know what I'm saying, like real life. I know people who really seen it, then seen 10 of their homies die right in front of them, so that's post-traumatic stress disorder, whether you believe it or not. If you feel like you gotta leave out the house and with a gun, or you gonna die every day, that's post-traumatic stress disorder.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's real mental health that people really not understanding, that this is what we go through. Like everybody, I know for a fact at least like 60, 70, probably 80% of the male population in Chicago is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. You know what I'm saying? Like people who not even in the streets, paranoid that they gonna get robbed or killed. That's post-traumatic stress, right?
Just
there,
hearing
you know what I'm saying?
gunshots.
Like for real.
Yeah.
So that I got that going on in Chicago. Another thing, me and my partner, we building a multimedia facility in Chicago, also like on the south side of Chicago, in the heart of Chicago, where it's going down at, and we gonna put like, because when I was growing up, we had youth centers and stuff like that. I don't know if I was telling y'all last time I was here, but it's for people who want to do music. Like if you want to be a videographer, you know what I'm saying, or you want to be a producer, anything, it's going to be a real multimedia facility for people to rehearse, perform, and make beats, all that kind of stuff that we really put in Chicago, like on like a youth center. You know what I'm saying? Like you can enroll. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be free. Like we're not gonna charge the kids or nothing. We just really try and give back in the best way possible. It's gonna be our home too, like the studio, so I'm trying to do a lot for Chicago. I'm just quiet with it, I don't really try to, I can't have all this on one plate, can't eat 2 plates at once. So that's one thing with me. I really try to focus on whatever I'm gonna focus on, or at least put the best person in position to focus on it,
And Chance still in Chicago, right? Don't you?
Now, Chance ain't leaving Chicago. That's one person. He ain't got to leave Chicago. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, Chance, he going to be the mayor of Chicago.
I was just
one
finna
day.
say he
You
like
feel
the
me?
mayor.
Like,
Chance
he
the
really
mayor.
like
So why does it work for him but can't for y'all? Because y'all more close to the street?
It's completely different. We grew up 2 completely, totally different ways.
Opposite sides.
Yeah.
And that's
Chance
what's
is a different
unique
kind of
about it.
artist.
Like, we
Yes.
grew up completely different. That's what make Chance him. Because there's people who grew up like Chance, who act like they me, or want to rap like me, or think like me. You know what I'm saying? And Chance is Chance. That's what make it so unique. That's why people, no matter where you from, going like really commend Chance, because it's so hard to do that in Chicago. It's so hard to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really following the trends, the waves. That's why people getting killed so much, because it's people out here killing because they think it's really cool. You know what
How
I'm
did
saying?
y'all meet
Like,
up? How did you and Chance meet up?
me and Chance met about like 6 years ago, something like that. Just being around, like when the music scene started really bubbling, we knew a lot of the same mutual people, and we got the record Fight or Flight, me, him, and Common. That's from like 2014, you know, so it was like 4 years ago. We just got closer and closer. Like Chance a real dude. There was times I was just riding around downtown getting high, supposed to be in the studio. It's 1, 2 in the morning. Like I'm seeing Chance walk in the studio. He's stopping traffic, walking to the street just to come say what up. And this one, he big, still super big. You know what I'm saying? Like the little things like that let you know like a dude cares to how real they are.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Being from Chicago, what are your thoughts on like a Kanye? Do you feel any connection to him, or do you feel like it doesn't affect he doesn't affect you at all?
Kanye lost his stuff.
Kanye don't really affect me at all. He don't really affect nobody in Chicago, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just saying, if say for instance Kanye and Chance were to try to do the same thing, like I still fuck with Kanye, don't get me wrong. I always put my Desert Rats on and shit like that.
Desert Rats hard.
But like if I was just saying, if Chance and Kanye were to do like the exact same thing for the exact same cause, there's no way that Kanye would be able to grasp more people than Chance could. You know what I'm saying? And he should be able to. You feel me? Like more authentic. You know, what Chance is doing is really his life and what he wants to do for Chicago. You know,
they see Chance all the time.
Yeah, they see Chance all the time. You
Keep
know,
it real. Chance is on steroids.
Yeah. He definitely on steroids for sure.
Steroids.
Last
Like,
time I
for
was in
sure.
Chicago, my driver was like, "Yeah, Kanye don't never come here."
Yeah,
like,
nah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never. Well, I seen him in Chicago one time when we did an Oreo Fest. Like not even a knock him or nothing like that, but it's
Oreo Fest. That sounds crazy. Kanye performing at the
Oreo Fest.
Dog on the outside, white on the inside.
outside.
Nah, for real. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. You funny as fuck. But for real though, like he's so separated from what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's too late. Like you know how you could be so far gone. It's too late.
Why you think Chance is on steroids, Southside? What you mean as far as what?
It just is. Music-wise, everything.
Everything, swag-wise,
Still
culture-wise.
himself.
But
Yeah,
the day I met Chance, he's the same person.
Still
He
is,
always
he
was. Still
is
himself.
doing everything that Kanye was supposed to done on steroids. That's what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Like
Right.
he
And
donated
he's
$1 million
still in
to
the city.
CPS.
Like, you know what I'm
He
saying?
doing all this shit, and these people like he's a politician. That's like for real. Like
One thing I see
and
about
he don't-
about
what
like
you saying?
it's like Chicago and shit. When I go there, that shit is still like a beautiful city.
Yeah,
Like it's
downtown
RC,
is
and
amazing.
Chance show that side of that shit.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He shows that.
Yeah,
side
like
of
he's
Chicago.
showing he's showing everything that's not getting recognition. Like it's people outside every day that's donating to people, like donating to the homeless and donating to the kids, and really got organizations to make Chicago better. But that shit never make it on the news. You get what I'm saying? Like Chance got organizations to make sure that get exposure. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
the shit that's really getting done.
And care about education.
Yeah, so people out on the outside could see it. Like that's why he donated $1 million to Chicago public school. Like that had to make the news. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
the stuff that people doing on the daily. Like it's a girl in Chicago. I think her name Inglewood Barbie or something like that. Like every single day she with the homeless. Like every night they giving away so much food for hours. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
shit never made the news. Never, not one time. Like every day though.
What's her
Right
name?
now, I guarantee you, her
Inglewood
name
Barbie?
Inglewood Barbie. Like
Inglewood
if you go
Barbie.
look on her Instagram, I guarantee you she was doing it this week. Like she do that shit every day.
Well, salute to Inglewood Barbie.
Salute to her.
Yeah, let's bring some attention
Yeah.
to that then.
Yeah, like they don't really they don't pay attention to that kind of stuff in Chicago.
You
But
feel like things are getting better?
Nah,
Nah.
like they,
With all
it's
these
real
initiatives?
life. We got, it's not getting better. It's like only way to get better, we gotta really come into that world and try to bring people out. Like that's what I'm trying to do. You know, like really create jobs for people to take care of their family. You know what I'm saying? Like my homies. And once you see that, once people are really able to start taking care of themselves and their family, and people start to depend on you, you just automatically make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when you able to pay your mom rent, you like, damn, I gotta make a good decision so I can keep on doing that because it feel good, you know. So that's the only way that it's gonna get better, because none of the shit that's going on make the news. Like police still killing, like police just killed somebody on 71st on the east side. Like that shit don't make the news. It make Instagram. That shit don't make the news though.
That's
You get what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like none of that shit make the news. None like that. Right now, you don't even know. Like they gotta hide body counts right now. Like that, they really doing some shit, rigging the system. Like if 12 people get killed in 1 week, they might say it was 7. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Because they probably thinking about elections.
yeah, they
coming up.
looking at elections and people that they can't really say died, and they can't say it's these many murders because the Chicago police and all, they gonna really have to get penalized for, because you know they got certain obligations that they got to keep up, like so many murders in your jurisdiction, blah 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 blah. Like they doing that now, like they playing real games out there.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Now, I remember a headline. They said you blamed Interscope because you said they set you up to get robbed or something like that.
I ain't speaking on them labels.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
That's a slave ship. I ain't speaking about none of that.
That's why we look, bro. That's why we be in these type of positions and situations now, because we really
saying
not letting
if
labels box us in.
If your star artist go to a studio that's worth all these millions of dollars, would you let people get in that studio that can harm him or do something to him?
Hell no.
So then when I act like a person that do something to people, why would y'all blame me?
That's
I'm
real.
defending myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how that went.
Yeah.
So you don't even like dealing with them at all.
Nah, I'm cool. I take their money to pay for beats. I'm cool on that. Yeah.
How was when you did the I Got the Keys record? How did that work? Did you get a chance to actually sit with Hov? Or?
Nah, I made that beat in the kitchen on some weird shit. But Future had just called me. He was like, man, send something. It's gonna be the biggest shit. Just send something. And I just sent it.
You knew who it was for?
Nah, that's how Future just called in random spurts like that.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Send it. And I just send it.
All right. How when you heard Hov on it, did you like what he did?
Yeah, that was dope. You know, I made the illest motherfucker alive on Watch the Throne when I was young. You feel me? So that shit was dope. To hear him go crazy on some shit like that,
I was happy when I heard that shit.
Yeah,
I ain't
it was
gonna lie.
dope.
As soon
That
as
shit was
I
dope.
heard his name on the beat, I'm like, yeah,
That shit was dope.
Nah, Southside getting a lot of money. He been getting a lot of money for a while.
Long
Yeah.
time.
Well,
I
little
just
something.
watched him just spend like
Little
Long time
something.
now.
Like
This
Big
boy-
P said, be easy, Shaw. I got 3 baby
he
mamas now.
do
Just keep it cool.
everything
They
overly
know.
excessive, man.
He said they
Everything
They know.
overly excessive. Like this Mr. Times 10, man. Like he making me mad because I have to spend 80, 60,000 hanging with him. Just shit like that. He be doing crazy.
80, 60 grand just to
Like
hang
doing
On
All crazy
clothes,
stuff,
shit
like
like
on
on clothes and shit like this outside. We
I
don't
like to
even
have
go to the
fun.
strip
You
club.
got to have fun.
He be making me spend like 60,000 in 2 weeks and shit. I
Here
be
you go,
mad
get
as
it.
2
hell.
weeks.
A week.
He like 2 weeks, man.
Nah, I'm
That's
sticking
the
to my
price.
budget on clothes. I'd be mad on
4
shit like
days,
that.
baby.
Yeah,
Look,
it'd
all
be
you
like,
gotta do
nah,
is-
for real, like 4-5 days. It probably will. I'd be really like this nigga. I just watched him spend like $500,000 in like a week.
Just get you a
Swear to
stylist, right? They'll give you clothes.
Your baby mama gonna
and
be
then
calling
you send
you
it back.
over.
Look, I wasn't
Nah,
even
they
supposed to
straight.
told
30
him that.
days
Look, I
straight.
wasn't even supposed to told Breakfast Club that, man.
All of them straight.
Yeah, all straight. Well, Swervo's out right now. Make sure you pick it up, and we appreciate you guys for joining us.
Yes,
Love,
sir.
man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Southside, Herbo. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.